press play.
You can press play.
Oh, you're still.
Oh, you're still doing the starting up, trying to fix this Twitch thing.
You're fine.
Hey. What's up?
I still gotta build my character.
Don't worry, I'm doing my character.
So cute. Oh, yeah, that'd be cute. Oh, you'll be a badass. So, gosh, I'm like happy.
See, I feel like I should choose to be a healer, but I feel more like I'm a rogue.
Do rogue, do rogue.
I didn't make her look. I just was. That's what I mean.
It's great, great.
This is who I'm gonna be. I don't know what his character name should be. What do you think?
Douglas.
Okay.
You don't have to pick Douglas. I just thought it was funny.
Yes. I want to pick a good name.
I'm trying to think of an original name.
How do writers do this? Okay. Evidence. Why?
Better. Yes. Are you trying to get pets, or do you want to be picked up?
Okay, so classic mode is more like it's like explore wherever you want, and its level is its level, kind of like a real open world game. Saga mode is kind of like storytelling, like this is this chapter, and then you go into this chapter, all in the story mode. Do you think Saga mode would be better? Let's do Saga mode. Choose that. Choose that. Oh fuck! Name's already taken.
Sorry.
I guess we're gonna have to.
My name's probably already taken
Yeah.
too. Saga mode?
Yes, Saga.
Yes, his name already taken.
Yeah, so we gotta do new names. Oh fuck.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, I'll be with you in a minute. You chose Saga mode, right?
Yup.
How you spell Douglas?
Oh, honey, I don't know.
Okay.
I would use the phone and speak into it and then see that
Oh, too late. Douglas 666 was an open name.
way. Okay.
It's Douglas 666. Alright, I'm playing.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's
give me that tutorial.
It's okay. I'm letting you know now.
Thank you.
Yeah, those are your different abilities. And when you use one, it lights up like a clock this way. And when it fills up, you'll be able to use it. Now you get top phase. This is the stage. Grass.
You gotta love when they're like, you need to go touch grass.
It's fucking fun. Now you gotta go touch grass. They're just making fun of me.
Sugar rush.
You got it for 5.
Got it.
Yeah. Sweet. No, I'm good. Is there any barbecue sauce still in the fridge though? Okay. Yeah, I'll take some of that. Okay. Thank you. That is more than fine. No. Pretty sure though. You definitely give me more than I deserve.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Doesn't know what you're gonna say.
Here you go.
Oh, I don't care. Whichever one you don't want.
Here you go. You enjoy it. Alright, now I've got to finish the tutorial.
Oh, you haven't gone through it yet?
No. I was helping you and then making this goddamn fries. Holy shit. But I should be close. Alright.
shot and killed an unarmed mom of 3 in her car in Minneapolis. The rogue agency has yet again killed a resident of Minneapolis and a U.S. citizen. 37-year-old ICU nurse who worked at the VA is Alex Jeffrey Creddy, according to the Star Tribune. I'm going to show footage of the shooting. A trigger warning here before I show this video. It is not suitable for work and it's graphic. If you don't want to see it, please forward ahead. Roughly 6 ICE agents against 1 protester who was holding a phone. The man was posing and multiple gunshots responsible for a nurse filming ICE in the street. Now, DHS immediately came out to spin a narrative for themselves, writing, at 9:05 a.m. Central Time, as DHS law enforcement officers were conducting a targeted operation in Minneapolis against an illegal alien wanted for violent assault, an individual approached U.S. Border Patrol officers with a 9mm semi-automatic handgun seen here. The officers attempted to disarm the suspect, but the armed suspect violently resisted. More details on the armed struggle are forthcoming. Fearing for his life and the lives and safety of fellow officers, an agent fired defensive shots. Medics on the scene immediately delivered medical aid to the subject, but was pronounced dead at the scene. Now, per usual, that is a lie, and the reason I can say that with certainty is because we also have the video footage of the start of the interaction, where you'll notice that the victim is not brandishing a firearm, and instead is holding his phone, presumably to record lights. A reminder that it is 100% legal to record law enforcement in public, and that there is no expectation of privacy in the street. So in DHS's excuse is that Creddy approached U.S. Border Patrol officers with a 9mm semi-automatic handgun, and in effect, they have no excuse at all, because again, as you can plainly see, Creddy did not approach the officers, but rather DHS approached him, and he was not brandishing his firearm, he was holding a phone. It's also notable that when the shots that killed Creddy were fired, he appears to have already been disarmed of the gun that was holstered. You can see in the original footage that I shot at the top of this clip, slowed down to 50%, that the guy in the gray, an ICE agent, comes into the situation with his hands completely free. He's not holding it on. He then struggles in that strong movement of 6 ICE agents are on top of the victim. He's presumably moving in the victim's holstered firearm. Eventually, that guy in the gray appears to have the firearm free in his own hands, as you can see here, and he runs away with it. At the same time, multiple gunshots ring out as a different ICE agent shoots a now unarmed victim. Trump, of course, escalated the situation with an unhinged response on Truth Social, writing, "This is the gunman's gun, loaded with 2 additional full magazines and ready to go. What is that all about? Where are the local police? Why weren't they allowed to protect ICE officers? The mayor and the governor called them off. It is stated that many of the police were not allowed to do their job, that ICE had to protect themselves. Not an easy thing to do. Why does Ilhan Omar have $34 million in her account? And where are the tens of billions of dollars that have been stolen from the once great state of Minnesota?" And as you can tell by the direction that post is going in, he veers off on an unintelligible, incoherent rant, jumping from guns to Omar to fraud and on and on. He's just doing conservative Mad Libs in an effort to land on something that will adequately outrage his base and justify yet another unjustified at the hands of police semi-automatic handgun. The agents attempted to disarm the individual, but he violently resisted. Fearing for his life and the lives and safety of fellow officers, a Border Patrol agent fired defensive shots. Medics on the scene immediately delivered medical aid to the subject, but the subject was pronounced dead at the scene. The suspect also had 2 loaded magazines and no accessible ID. This looks like a situation where an individual wanted to do maximum damage and massacre law enforcement. Again, the victim does not approach law enforcement. Law enforcement approaches him. And he was not brandishing a gun. He was holding a phone. Between Trump, Miller, this U.S. attorney, Greg Bofino, it is already clear what the goal of this administration is: to frame Preddy as some dangerous domestic terrorist who posed imminent danger to the ICE agents. But the reality is the exact opposite. The only danger comes from this rogue secret police force that seems hell-bent on raining terror across the United States and killing people impunity. The reality is that Donald Trump and his administration have one job, that is to keep Americans safe, first and foremost. Not only are they not doing that, they are unilaterally inciting violence. Trump claims to want law and order, but his rogue secret police are decidedly lawless, incompetent, dangerous, and triggered. The only thing creating this violence is expressly the fact that this rogue agency continues to create it. And that's a point, by the way, that Minneapolis Mayor more than 6 masked agents pummeling one of our constituents, shooting him to death. How many more residents, how many more Americans need to die or get badly hurt for this operation to happen? How many more lives need to be lost before this administration realizes that a political and partisan narrative is not as important as American values? How many times and national leaders must plead with God to end this operation and recognize that this is not creating safety in our city? So I ask everyone in this country, regardless of who you that they themselves used to condemn, that they themselves warned against for years. We cannot normalize this, we cannot justify this, and we cannot stay silent as we watch the United States turn into the police state that Trump is trying to turn it into right now. Just days after ICE agent shot and killed an unarmed mom was bringing her car in Minneapolis, the rogue agency has yet again killed a resident of Minneapolis and U.S. citizen. So that's the guy right there.
officially shifted. And that's not to mean that violence has not existed. That does not mean that the tides are officially shifted, because what they're showing us and telling
telling us is that white supremacy, whiteness, white patriarchal bullshit is so fucking fake. It's so fake that even the people that are born into this, naturalized into this, it remarks if they don't want to uplift it. That there's a caveat to be protected. You have to not just be born into this. You have to subscribe to this belief so much so that you allow us to do it more, will get you to. That is when a tide shifts when society country visually sees that the people that this society is saying is a protected class naturally is not anymore naturally protected. It shows the cognitive dissonance. It shows that the shit is made of fake. I would take a look at this moment in history, this moment in time, for the United States of America, is white.
I love you.
Anybody else's, more than anybody else's, you have to stand 10 toes down. What standing 10 toes down looks like is you. It might, as terrifying as all this is, it also is making the divide even larger, which means it's making us even bigger. And folks who are born into white patriarchy based off of their morals and ethics and ideologies, and now they're discarded and seen as the other, it makes the us versus them bigger. The us versus them is becoming bigger. As someone who survived abuse, and it becomes a personal abuse relationship, an abuser amps up his abuse when he feels like he's out of control. That's why it's most dangerous to survive abuse. That also means that the abusers realize that they're losing control. Yes, it can be the most dangerous. Yes, it's the most dangerous. Yes, but the abuser is losing control between their life and they're amping the antagonist. The abuser is the United States of America because it's terrifying. It doesn't make it any less democratic. It doesn't make it any less new. We've been here before. I mean, the United States of America been here before, but a lot of us have not been here. Us, bigger than them. You gotta draw a line in the sand. And that line in the sand is big and bold. You are either there or here. If you believe you're there, if they don't see you as there, they're not gonna protect you out there. They didn't make birds, ain't white, and lawfully done only.
That the Epstein files continues. It's even worse. I just spent hours listening to another testimony. And when the testimony came out just in the last few days, that's when they pump up to Minnesota. Pump up to Minnesota, beat a few more people up, kill a few more people. Get everybody to look over there. Don't look. And again, I'm not talking about just trafficking. I'm talking about outrageous snuff films, murdering young, I would say, children, youth. They're supposed to be graveyards filled with kids. No one knew who they were. I know I sound like a crazy person, I know, but it's not. There is a testimony, Sasha Riley. I asked people to go and investigate this yourself.
I heard that it's distracting on the injustice that I see. To not know that Donald Trump is in the boxes protected. He is in that Jeffrey list. I can't even say it, otherwise the video will be taken down. But he's in that list. You're right, because they're in those what you say you're very terrified out of that. You don't care about justice, you don't care about the law, you don't care about children, and you don't care about people being here legally or illegally. You don't care about any legality because they broke every law.
Giving Israel $13 million in 2025 alone, building golden ballroom, funding ICE, giving ICE Barbie a private jet, cash private jet to see his girlfriend. Joe's just doing the most extra stupid ass shit. Listen, these motherfuckers are just playing in our face, right? And this isn't socialism. We gotta start from scratch. We don't have a country. We don't have a government. We don't have an economy. We don't even have our constitutional rights anymore. They are turning us into the fucking slaves. Just Jesus. You guys understand that we used to be landed free homes, right? Like this was the land of opportunity. People used to migrate here to live the American dream. The American dream is now a fucking nightmare, and they call it a dream or a nightmare because you gotta be asleep to believe it. And they literally propagated you into believing that being asleep while surviving this nightmare is the idealistic way to believe. Like you've actually got people who even come to be like, you're woke. You're woke. Like it's an insult. What is the opposite of awake? Sleep? So you're telling me that because I'm awake, meaning I can see what's happening around me, that I'm somehow intellectually inferior to you. Words have meaning, and you would know that if they were intentionally defunding the education system, which leads me to my next point. And I tell you guys, they fucked us. Had a big old fucking gangbang just a circle jerk bukkake over fucking American slavery. Every fucking orifice, even the ones that are not fucking live, just got us. They were able to do so by defunding the United States education system. Okay, we can all agree, right, that our basic human rights should be met, that the taxes, healthcare, and infrastructure, but education needs to be priority because right now in the United States we have political polarity and propaganda dividing us to the point where they're able to conquer us. And the only way you combat that is through education and enlightenment. Education needs to be paramount, not just to save the United States of America, but to put us back at the top of being the country that people migrate to live the fucking American dream. Whether you're here for social, at the end of the day, it's not about economics. It is about being a global competitor again. The only thing we lead the world in is mass shootings. We're the largest creator and consumer of child pornography. We have the most missing children annually and the most citizens incarcerated per capita. So what we are world renowned for is not being land of the free, home of the brave. It is raping and shooting children while incarcerating our citizens. We are not land of the free, home of the slave. We are world renowned, as the entire world knows this, as a matter of fucking fact, that people in the United States of America are fucking slaves to the ultra rich and greedy. Come on, guys. Is that the reputation you want circulating for the United States? Is that what you want to be globally known for? Racist fucking pedophiles? You're fucking enslaving 330 million citizens? Bitch, what? Once we have overthrown and taken the United States back, we are all going to be in fucking agreement that I do want to see people fucking fed. I do think we should have free fucking healthcare. I think that housing is a basic fucking human right. And guess what? So does every other thriving civilization in the fucking world. Literally. I'm so sick of people acting like it is wildly fucking controversial to say shit like Tana. I do think that poor people should have fucking food. I do think that housing is a basic human right. I think that healthcare should be free and education should be priority. Why is that wildly stupid fucking signs and your peaceful fucking protests, okay? You are not going to overthrow fascism with a cute, catchy fucking sign, a hashtag, or a motherfucking one-day boycott of the party. Be the fuck for real! The United States has a lot of problems right now, like a lot of problems, and we're currently in a tax boycott where conservatives and liberals alike please screw up this idea. We're filing them, we're not filing our income taxes, we do a fund. We're not gonna pay for it.
He's gonna tell everyone you're a psycho anyways.
Oh, ma.
that, some people actually need to work 3 jobs, like for their mental health, because they'll be sick if they don't. And if you don't provide them an economic incentive to do so, those people will disintegrate. Democracy it's antiquated. Really, a foreign power should be choosing a New York City. He already has kids taking radical Islamic courses in school. Have you heard of Al Jaibra? Candidacy Hollander? And show me
Damn it. When does it get to the multiplayer?
I don't know. I've never played
Like-
this before, but you picked it.
Nope. I'm about ready to just make this
60-minute segment.
just like have us play Star Wars The Old Republic.
I don't know, honey.
Dang.
Was to air here in the United States was pulled before anybody in the US could see it. However, it did air in Canada, and the segment literally described the torture of wrongfully deported immigrants. That should scare you. Hi everyone, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, you know what time it is, bitch. It's time for the Daily Screen. 60 Minutes made a segment about a prison in El Salvador called CCON. Literally go to die, and guess what? It was fully reported, fact-checked, lawyer approved, standards approved. It was fully ready to air. And then, yoink, CBS pulled it just hours before it was meant to broadcast. But Canada aired it anyways, and now clips of it are everywhere. US asylum seekers arrived at CCON in chains and were essentially told, welcome to hell, you're never gonna see the light of day again. Men with no criminal records, no charges, no trials, no sentencings, no hearings. They were beaten, had their teeth broken, were forced to kneel 24/7. They were locked in pitch black punishment rooms, guarding their back every half hour just to beat you. Not because you didn't do wrong, but because you couldn't kneel for 24 hours. The lights were on 24/7. There was no bedding, no clean
and actions of the U.S. president and the U.S. government that you can use. To stand up against tyranny in the United States right now, to the point of dangerousness, to the point where their lives may be at risk, to the point where he was talking about martyrdom in this church. The same day, the Catholic Archbishop for the U.S. Armed Services says it would be morally acceptable for U.S. service members to refuse orders from this president to invade a country that he is currently threatening. All in one day. And today, the very next day, the three highest ranking Catholic clerics in the United States, cardinals, all released a joint statement lambasting the foreign policy adventurism of the U.S. government right now, saying it calls into question the, quote, moral role of our country. And you know, that's a lot all at once. I mean, whether or not you're a religious person, even if you are a religious person, whether or not these elements are from it's safe to say there's something going on when big, mainline, mainstream religious leaders of very, very large, very influential religious denominations in the United States start talking in terms this stark. Start literally talking about martyrdom. Start trying to bring their moral force to bear against the behavior and actions of the U.S. president and the U.S. government. Yesterday, in London, the U.S. coalition of West Virginia affairs in the United States right now to the point of dangerousness, to the point where their lives may be at risk, to the point where he's talking about martyrdom. The same thing, Catholic Archbishop that last year showed me that I am surrounded by idiots. And 2026 ain't doing no damn better. So Donald Trump, I want you to know I hope that you have a bad day. And then in the afterlife, I want you to have that bad day. Every Trump supporter, I'm
you forgot. First off, I want to say thank you to you guys for the overwhelming amount of kind comments on my last post. You guys have given me so much hope for the future, and I'm so appreciative. Cheated on me on December 26th, and I found out on January 18th. So those 2 weeks were put this in their mind.
that it wasn't him, because like that was not my man in those messages. I was like, what? Yeah, so the whole thing took me about 12 seconds, and his mom and him started walking towards me again. I gave the phone back to him. The messages must have been up because it was like immediately he was in my ear, like, you know, give me a chance to explain this, or it's not what it looks like. Like, I swear, like, this is not what it looks like. I'm like, what else could it possibly be? He wanted his mom to come home and we were gonna Uber, and I was like, no way, I'm riding with your mom. Like, I am not seeing you. You are not keeping me. So we got in the car, I immediately texted my sister what happened. We got back to the Airbnb. I told his mom what happened. Yeah, she was just too stunned to see her. Disgusted. She asked me if I needed to go home. I was like, yeah, actually, I'd love to go home and not have to stay the night here with you guys here in Tampa. So I went home, spent the night at home, you know, good old fashioned cry your eyes out. Which honestly, that was probably the worst part of this whole thing, has been telling me if you're watching this, do not ever cry like that to me ever again. That was horrific. I could never do that again. Yeah, just like my family's hearts like breaking for me, my friends, like it was just traumatic. But anyways, so the next day he gets dropped off. We walked probably like 4 miles, and he just told me that, of course, this was a one-time huge lapse in judgment. Not that it mattered. He wasn't saying that to get me back, but I just can't get with that, because sure, even if it was a one-time lapse in judgment, like, what about every single day after that for 3 weeks that you looked me in the eye and told me you loved me? This man was going to say vows to me with this secret. Like, that's so disgusting. Yeah, that's kind of the story. I obviously called the wedding. JJ's gonna pay for it. Pretty much all the deposits. As for the girl, I don't really care about her, to be honest. She's gross, obviously. But at the end of the day, JJ was the one that would be loyal to me, not her. But I did message her on Instagram and I said thank you. That meant that shit, dude. Like, first off, I want to say thank you to you guys for the overwhelming amount of kind comments on my last post. You guys have given me
Another reason to hate men. So I don't want to just get up on here. A white woman like she that talks about she wanted them to stop harassing her. Then in the comments, the women start talking about what they did to keep a fucking job. They start talking about diabetes and stuff. And it makes a lot of sense of why men are always feeling slut shamed, because their fathers were raping our grandmothers, our aunties, and all of our sisters. And then they grew up to say that they were fucking mothers. To prove my point again is that we are a generation of women that have been fucking abused, raped, fucking embarrassed, fucking humiliated, and fucking dehumanized. And when men ask me, oh, you're just hurt, you just hate men, I really fucking hate men. And I want to get this point across. Y'all think that rape is okay? You think it's okay to groom a woman? You think it's okay to take advantage of a woman who can't fend for herself? Rapists. Goodbye. Fuck is wrong with y'all? Another reason to hate men.
If you are someone who likes participating in music festivals and you tend to have a hard time filming, some people get agitated when you film as well, then I actually would say that you should get a gun here, okay? It's discreet, you can put it on your clothing, your pants, you can even wear it as a necklace. They will take someone with very low social status, they will take someone from poverty, and they will make them feel like they
understand. Personally, I have these moral debates quite frequently where I want to get really angry at the individuals. I want to get angry at the people who support this administration in any way. It's like, how could you possibly support that? And then I kind of take a step back and I'm like, it's not really their fault, is it? Because the system failed them. They're just really dumb. That's hard. That's hard to grapple with. Like, I think the vast majority of people are inherently evil. I think they are very uneducated. And they truly think that there are these issues that this administration has fabricated and that they need to fix them. Don't run to the comments yet. I promise there's a button coming. This administration.
Oh my god, I reached it! I reached the multiplayer! Holy shit! It took so long. Stop, cup, two, up, I'm fucked up, I'm not a whistle.
To believe that. Here's the but. It gets to a point. I can no longer look at you as the dumb, idiot, gullible victim. I can no longer justify your terrible choices by your social cultural
People,
I am someone
would you like to read the rest of these?
you never left your hometown except for one vacation to Florida every year because the heart was scary. Your dad watched Fox.
I'm just giving you leftovers.
I can no longer justify that. The age of the internet. When you were not so you have the freedom to research and I have absolutely no excuse for that being so enemy of common sense. Maybe I have family members who get really upset with me in really heated debates about politics, and they look at me and they're like, so you think I'm evil? And it's like, yeah, or dumb. One of the two. You have to pick statistically. If you support Trump the present day, if you present day still support him, you are either evil or an idiot. There is literally no in between. As long as I believe something, I've never held conservative beliefs in my life, but I can respect people who do. I wouldn't say this in any other Republican administration. It used to be a debate about like policy or where you want to cut taxes. Man is actively dismantling our democracy. They are finding every single law that they can that our founding fathers didn't think of. Great school in DC. There are lots of Republicans that work on the Hill around here. I know several of them. There is not a single Republican that lives in the city, understands how government works, and supports Trump. I have not met a single Republican that works in government that supports Trump. It's because they love our country, they love our government, and they hate to see such a flagrant abuse of power. Only people who actually support Trump who are in places of power and people want to call following up there.
Good turn,
And if
any
you
questions?
want to see that, no longer my problem.
Yeah, I accidentally clicked it again though, so I have to catch this fish first.
Boom, boom,
Why you're close-minded. I just get that. I can understand it. In a day and age where
boom. There.
random podcasts that have no credibility, information biasing yourself into conspiracy seventh grade and citing sources, you need to recognize that you go to the exact same news station every single night and qualifies as an entertainment network. You refuse to think outside the box, you refuse to think for yourself. Unfortunately, that's just not the cookie crumbles down to.
A little bit.
Bye guys. Hi guys, welcome back. I have a bit of a thought piece
Yeah?
today, so bear with me. Something that the administration does really
Yeah.
is make really dumb
I'd be down.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right now, there's no game.
Right now.
Okay.
While I'm feeling good, I'm gonna be honest, you still got a long way to go until you actually finish the tutorial.
Okay. How do I save?
You don't have to, it's
Automatic?
yeah.